provide all necessary troops to protect war-ravaged Portland. Portland was a hub of violence. They were throwing pig's feet at officers.
This is the second day of chaos and vandalism.
The underground has stopped running. The taxis are on strike in Rome and many other cities and towns in Italy.
Well, the whole world is erupting. I even have an article that says, quote, worst thing I've ever seen. It has to do with the economy, also the credit market. Also on this episode of We're All Gonna Deceased, quote, huge red flag. Chanos joins growing crowd questioning subprime credit. You know, I kind of remember hearing about that. Just at the same time, globally, at home, people are hitting the streets. They're just like done with this whole world thing. At the same time, your city leaders are doing absolutely nada. If you live in California, zero. This is happening right now. A city near you. And I'm going to go with that's pretty darn cool. I guess depends on what side you're on. I just would like all of these bad people to go away. If it takes the police to do it, so be it. But we are witnessing all over the states, like some with ICE and whatnot, either their hands are tied or they're actually getting stuff done or nothing's getting done. And people like me that are filming it on the streets because when Donald Trump said the world's going to hell, and I'm out here proving him right, which it's actually happening at home. A guy named Nick, I follow on X. I'll show you. This is when the people of pick your city decide to burn American flags, which I'm pretty sure the Don had said something about that. Look at this guy burning an American flag. What is this? 1 year in jail. That was Nick putting the fire out of the flag, and you should see what happened to him after that. You know what you're thinking? The cops are like, yes, finally, someone who stands up for America, who's currently paying our paychecks. But let's listen in to Nick. But before we do, it should get exciting the next couple of days. Bravo is hitting the streets of Rome. 17 hours ago, violence erupts. Watch Rome's streets explode. Italy explodes in riots. Watch Rome. Okay. And I know what you're thinking. Bravo, just come home. So follow up from Ibiza. State official, I'm going to do my best to get her on video. He said what you witnessed from the Virgin Voyages trip where we exited, got into Uber, within seconds, pulled out of Uber, beaten by cops, taser up to my neck. They were actually, because she saw the full video, she said we were being trafficked. Because that's the department she works in, and her father said within 5 minutes, you would have been off to Africa, which is right there. But she said everything that she witnessed from the video and the fake police IDs, it was a total case of trafficking. So I will keep you abreast, but now Nick.
When they say they make arrests based on observed behavior, in these circumstances, I believe that observed behavior was being a conservative. Just being totally honest with you. You saw the video. There was another video that came out yesterday showing a close-up of what happened, and nobody, even my biggest detractors, cannot take that video and say I was the aggressor in the situation. Simply trying to walk down the sidewalk with my camera. I'm actually walking to my car at the time, and they jump in the way. They block me. They start surrounding me, and I keep trying to walk around them, and they continue to push me, and then eventually one of them throws a punch. So, and then 20 seconds later, I end up in a hole. And then what do I do after that? I get up and I walk over to the Portland police, not to report anybody, because honestly, I didn't expect anything to be done anyway. I just walk over there for a little bit of safety. Maybe it'll calm down a little bit for a few minutes. But instead, I sit there 7 or 8 minutes, and a sergeant walks up and points to me and says to the officers, cuff him. No reason given. The officers didn't know what they were doing. But in Portland here, Kaylee, at this point, the officers, your rank and file officers, do not do anything.
Also, the good news is Donald J. Trump is on this one. You saw the video, and now he's saying ICE, Border Patrol, law enforcement, U.S. militaries per my August 25th, 2025, which we do have this on video, a guy burning the American flag. Please be advised that from this point forward, anyone burning the flag will be subject to 1 year in prison. So you guys got the face, and you obviously have the handcuffs, so go ahead. Just like in the good old days, this is happening now. Rome burns and Nero just plays his flute. Oh, and scratch that. That's not a flute. That's a fiddle. So he was playing with his fiddle. We go again. Here it is, kids. Oh, this Palestine thing in the rest of the world, it is a big thing. And I'm trying to make it not big thing. Like some of the things on my checklist. Has your state banned Sharia? Currently, there is only 2. And Florida tried but failed. I just don't want this happening over here. They're talking about Sharia law. You know, gosh, it just starts with like, okay, we'll just do a head covering to your whole body. I mean, Kitty's not going to go for this. This girl likes to be free. This guy's actually saying, what is this? Ordered that women must cover their entire bodies except for their eyes. But now it's, you can have one eye. Because covering one eye is the Sharia law. I was thinking, are your women really that ugly? And I actually just got back from here. This is Barcelona, Spain. Here it is, kids. Look, there is kind of a lot of support for this. Look at this. This just goes on and on and on, and you'll see the flags. Where's the flags? Give me a flag. There's big flags. They're coming. Look at this. I swear I saw them. I think I just like went the wrong way with this file. Where are the flags? They started out in the beginning. There it is. I can go on and on. This is happening in Sydney. This is Free Palestine protesters. Shut down rules, the whole Israel thing. People are taking action. Yeah, enough is enough. Crazy is the one Jewish guy was, how do you say it, where he stops breathing? Because it was the cop that took his life. And then all the cities erupt with like, oh my gosh, the injustice. So in this argument, the Jews, the Christians, the Muslims, okay, billions, like a lot, 26% of the global population. It's going to get bigger and bigger because they have 7 and you have 1. Not in comparison with the Jewish population, which is 0.2. Like, oh, who are you? In 2025, there was like 15 million. So for those of you that want to know my stance on Israel, on the Jews, well, number 1, God's chosen people. They will always be protected. That is a promise right out of the Bible. They don't need my help. They don't need United States of America. They got this. But within their ranks, also there is evil. Kind of like when someone asks me, so what's your stance on Donald Trump? I'm like, I mean, some things I like, some things I don't. Also, prior to Kirk's assassination, I think Netanyahu was going to give them $100,000, to kind of like, don't talk about us. I could be wrong. I don't know. I read that somewhere. Let me just fact check myself while I'm on the phone. Netanyahu unveils most unhinged theory, 100,000. All right. Candace Owens claim Charlie Kirk had a stark warning, wrote a letter to Netanyahu warning Israel, you're losing the information war. Netanyahu dismisses insane conspiracy theory. So there you go. Also, if you would like to subscribe to a channel or check to see if you've been unsubscribed to a channel that actually goes, oh, hey, look, I screwed up. But I'll give it to you as I see it, as the world burns, as Rome burns, as subprime consumer credit cracks. That's actually what makes an economy. You can make money from this when you have CarMax shares crash most in stock, right? Take advantage of this. As we are in a cycle, and this is your hiring cycle. See? 2020, 2021. We go off the screen. See? It went off. Now we go off the screen, right? Down into my hair. Also, I would like to apologize for a second time. I don't know. Bad hair day. Answer the question, how long does it take me to do my hair? From wet to this, 1 minute and 20 seconds. I use gel? No. I could actually just use a little bit of powder. Done. And it's pliable. Look, see? See, it moves. It jiggles. I was actually born this way, like sticking your finger in a light socket. And I'm just like, whatever. Everyone's like, what's wrong with your hair, dude? Like, no matter how much I fight to put it down, it's like a bad Viagra day. You're like, how many did you take? Back to helping you guys make money. You can't make money from this, kids. That's currently Chicago. Well, at least you're not in Britain where you get a beat down for eating pork. Man, it is just so bad all over the place. Again, guys, you're not going to make money from this, so you can't trade this as Portland. Portland's just a disaster. These cops, can I say, what word? I'm going to choose my words appropriately. I was thinking of using the word hate. I'm not going to use the word hate. People that, normal, nice people go to jail. Bad people run the streets. Actually, in UK, this guy's being arrested. He's blind by the cops for saying, I oppose genocide. Blind man. Back there you go. Arrest him. Throw him in jail. This is where we are going. Again, I'm traveling to these places, and this is what they're going to do to you. And if I was Jewish living in, like, most places, I would say get out. Definitely the UK. Time's up. Pack your bags. Go. Remember the Holocaust thingy? Yeah. London, guys. This is London. Pro-Palestine. Get out. You could trade your Carmack shares from abroad, especially if she's a hot broad. Also, Sunday. Oh, I forgot. Guys, that bear market course is going to be removed. $1 million course here. Huh? I'm trying to get you there. I'm giving you that course, okay, for free, bear market course, and $299. So you get 2 courses for $299. I didn't know it was Sunday. I guess it ends tonight. I would highly recommend it. And then the next step is it's not going to be $299 anymore. It goes to $399. What I want you to do every day is you come to your watch list. I click on futures. Soon as it opens, I'm clicking this one. I want you to take advantage of these big swings. See this big swing? It was a beat down, and you go, yay, 1 candle close. Write it up. Goes purple. Take profit. Right now, it's pre-market. It's not moving. But when it does, get ready. Even on this one, this was one of my students that's going through. He took this one. What is this? 64 times 20. It's almost $1,300. What do you trade here? Nothing. I'll try to make it real simple. See this? Yes, you can short this all the way down, but get ready for that sweet reversal. I'm here every single day helping you guys, even if it's a couple $100 a day, right? You're like, yeah, that's very helpful. Honestly, you guys, it is not unrealistic. My student sends me every single day. It's like $250, $3. At first, it was like $1,500. I'm like, you got to bring it down. People won't believe you. It's like my AI, and I'm telling you, probably out of, I'll show you later. I mean, like when you go through the course, but you just click it and you forget it. I actually cannot believe how profitable and successful it is. Yes, there are down days. Like I'll have one and then it'll be like up, another one, up, another. But like when you put it all together, the kit and caboodle, you're like, wow. Also, can I ask a favor? While I am in Rome, while it is burning, prayers, pretty please. We dodged a bullet on the last one, did not dodge a taser. Well, I mean, he didn't click the button, but he did, you know, he was a metal wielding, I don't know, fake cop. So hopefully we'll get some good footage for you. And with that, I love you and I will see you tomorrow.